You have a minute?
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Could you rip off a theme song for the pod real quick?
Sing it right now.
Yeah.
The day is something that you can call it the mother show. How's that?
That was really good. Thank you so much. Have we started?
Yeah.
Has the podcast started?
Oh,
Great.
do you want to start
We'll
it?
start on. We'll open on that.
Okay.
Well, I think it started already.
Oh, hello.
I think we just started now.
And who
with
is
that
this?
cool thing about who's who?
Who am I speaking with, please?
Hi. Oh, should we introduce ourselves?
Yeah.
Seems a little old-fashioned, but sure. I'll play ball. Fine. It's me, Connor.
And it's me, Patrick. The golden boy.
Smoke and
Bro.
the mirrors.
You cut
We
out.
have decided that we're not online enough. We're not visible enough. Or no,
Yeah.
maybe we are visible enough, but we're not in your ears.
Yeah, enough.
So,
Well,
so fuck
exclusively
what
your
you
ears,
heard.
but also on video, because we
It's-
are recording video for this.
We are recording video, much to my chagrin.
Yeah, I
I
demanded
was hoping
it.
not to.
Yeah.
So basically the idea is Patrick and I have some really thoughtful, engaging, and intelligent conversations all the time. And we
Correct.
realized
Correct.
we could be profiting off this. We could be making cash. We could get moolah, get scratch, get capital,
it's
get
also a
clams.
huge crime not to share this with the world. These conversations.
Well, the problem is we have these conversations out in public, and we inevitably garner a crowd, and
Yeah.
the social distance police are unhappy about it.
And
know.
I can't be driven out of Venice by a crowd of angry breakdancers again because we're taking their crowd and their tips.
Right. The drum circle's also a little peeved with us.
Yeah, so they're upset. I'm still gonna be going down to Venice every single day, just to hang with the crowds, hanging out in all
Naturally,
the crowds.
totally hit the stalls.
No masks, no mask for me, because I don't believe in it.
You know, it's interesting. The mask store in Grand Theft Auto is in their version of Venice. Do you ever think about that, Patrick?
Is it?
It is. I don't know what that means.
I guess that sort
nothing,
of makes
actually.
sense.
Yeah. Let me actually get out ahead now and say, not a gaming podcast.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it
Not really.
might come up.
I mean, our gaming show is barely a gaming show that we do on
that's
Twitch.
plenty. We don't need to talk about video games anymore. Also, I don't think
Twitch.tv / what a show.
I think the people who watch us regularly, maybe not on YouTube, maybe not on our day job, but certainly in our extracurricular activities of what a show.
Building houses?
And
what a
building
show.
Homes. Well, I build homes for the needy, as you know.
I build homes for Jimmy Carter because I'm like, he's doing it for all these poor people, but he doesn't have anyone building him houses.
Well, I do it on public land without permission. So they
That's
get
cool.
they get torn down pretty quickly. But
It's punk rock, though. It's avant-garde.
it is, yeah. Well, they are performance pieces as well.
It's that
the,
Dan Brown building a rancher right here in the middle of
The
Wrigley
needy,
Field.
the needy I was referring to are they're just actors that I hire to live in this house and sort of play a role. But anyway,
this charade that's costing you $50,000.
this is already we already can't even get through a fucking intro.
Oh, that's good. We're gonna fill the hour.
I know. What was I gonna say? Fuck.
don't know.
Oh yeah. If you watch What a Show, I don't think at this point you are coming for the gaming, because we don't do a lot of it, and what we do is bad, and it usually ends up being us talking to chat or to each other, or looking at Walleye memes. So
Yeah, which we may look at later.
yeah, we might do that actually.
Because, in typical Patrick Conor fashion, we're going to not only give you a peek behind the curtain, but rip the curtain down and slash it with the finest cutlery and set it aflame.
I'm gonna take a huge
'cause
dump on it.
You're going to take a huge dump on it.
Yeah.
That's right. We did talk about that. That's in your contract.
Oh, that reminds
you
me.
know-
Speaking of theater curtains, there was a kid at my high school
Sure.
who got expelled. Well, his entire family got expelled year over year. Like they just kept getting expelled. Yeah, like multiple people in his family everyone from
like
his
all
family.
siblings.
They all got expelled. Every sibling. Yeah. So the
Okay.
thing that did him in is I guess he like snuck into the theater and destroyed a like curtain with a fire extinguisher, and he ended up causing like the number I heard, which sounds impossible, is $100,000 in damages. I don't
So-
think that's
Was it the curtain or was it the cyclorama?
look,
or no, maybe that's what it's. No, that's what it's called. There's a very expensive backsplash on a theater that is pulled so taut that to touch it can put like a pockmark in it.
Like a stage theater? Not like a theater.
Yeah,
theater.
like a
Not
stage
movie
theater.
I'm
No,
not
not a
sure.
movie theater.
I'm not sure what it was. Maybe there was some hardware involved in it.
Often
and
called
I'm-
a psych
look,
in the biz.
I'm sure theater curtains are expensive.
I mean, yeah, if you want to talk theater curtains,
I don't know
you're
about
looking at a
$100K.
significant chunk of change.
I guess I could find this out right now.
You could find this out right now.
But
I'm so excited. And he got so this whole family,
oh, Maron,
they just being expelled. Just what? Do you
hang
got
on.
a number on theater curtains for me?
80% of stage curtain projects will fall between $5,000 and $100,000.
All right. I mean,
Who
what
the
were you
fuck?
expecting?
Not $100,000 for a curtain?
If you're not willing to invest in the arts, what do you get?
What a waste. Skip the curtain. Skip the
Yeah,
fucking
people are there to
curtain.
see the show. Why cover it up?
For a
Why
high
spend
school?
so much money?
That's like 5 teacher salaries. Teachers get paid
mean,
like 20 grand a year, right?
Maybe 16K if they're lucky.
Yeah, I think that's
all live
actually
together.
I think that actually isn't far off, sadly.
No, it's really unfortunate
It's-
the
it's a-
state of education salaries here in the United
We don't
States.
value them. We don't value them because they're soft.
Which is why every penny raised with this podcast
Whoa,
will go
whoa.
to us.
Well, because
Don't worry.
we're teachers in our own
Because
right.
we're teachers in a way. We're teachers
Yeah.
of culture.
That's right.
You know, we purveyor of fine knowledge, right?
Yeah. What were we talking
And
about?
I feel the need to fill every single space.
we were talking about
I think
before
maybe we're going to talk about what this podcast was.
but we don't know.
Right. That's right.
Oh.
So I had an idea that it would be fun to like go through different communities, like weird meme pages on the internet, because that's one of our favorite things is like walleye memes, which is a specific fish that if you catch, you are gay, I think.
Or-
is how it works.
Or you're gay if
what?
you don't fish for
Or
them.
you're gay if you don't. It's really kind of a catch-22.
Yes, it depends on who you ask, I think.
Okay. So that's walleye. And then there's also really great stuff about like ice mining. I
Oh
found
my God,
An ice
yeah.
mining Facebook meme page, and it's like
Oil field workers.
oil field workers. Yeah. You get like
Uh.
different stuff for specific makes of cars too. There's a lot of like
Yep.
Toyota.
Yep.
Toyota memes. Z somethings, Nissan cars. You get like a whole bunch of those. You basically just have to look it up. So I thought in the spirit of that, we could maybe find a different thing every week and just kind of, because what's better to do on a podcast than an extremely visual
Yeah. Yeah.
back and forth
That's kind
where
of
you
why
just
I
describe an
insisted
image you're
on
looking
video.
at.
Speaking,
I suppose so, yeah.
should we clap? Should we do a sync?
I mean, yeah, do you want to?
I
Again,
guess.
curtain's been torn down and shat on.
Yeah,
so
let's just
thoroughly.
do it.
All right, we'll do
Here's
3, 2, 1, clap.
Patrick. No, I'll just
No,
clap.
we should do it together. Why clap
right.
for ourselves?
All right, 3.
We have to sync to each other.
3,
2, 1.
1.
No, I wasn't. You
Well,
cut
I'm
out.
recording
Ready?
I'm recording desktop. 3.
Okay, well, 3, 2,
2,
1,
1.
clap.
There we go.
All right. You're
That was
recording
perfect.
desktop. That's fine. We're so good at this. We're production professionals. It's kind of unbelievable how much we talk to each other anyway.
Yeah,
Like, off stream, it's just like constant
I am.
texting and hanging out and tweeting and Instagram.
There's no one else.
There's nobody else.
I'm not
You
going to
made
talk
me
to my fiance
No, I mean, no. Well,
around her 24 hours a day. And you know,
Yeah,
she's
for
always
real.
nagging me.
oh my God, Patrick, my man, the man's man, the man of the house.
She's actually at
I mean,
Target.
you
She's
can't-
running errands right now.
You shouldn't talk to your a significant other before you're married too, in the eyes of God. You know, I miss the good old days where you could meet
yeah.
somebody, give a pig to their dad, get married, and then you can have a chat if you want to.
Or hold
know.
hands,
That's true.
which I don't
Don't
like.
ask to hold hands. You don't like holding hands?
No, I don't like the feeling of my bones and someone else's bones touching.
I think you're not taking a lot of tendons and skin into consideration, but I get it. I mean, your hands just get clammy and sweaty.
That's not it. It's the
Okay.
bones. It's the bones, the finger bones.
I don't know what that means.
It means like, okay, go like this,
Yeah, I'm doing
right?
it.
And then like squeeze them. You know how it feels
Yeah.
gross and weird because it's like you feel the bones touching the other bones.
This is something I did not know about, and I don't even know if the remaining out length of the hour is enough to unpack this. You feel weird about the bones touching? That's like a comforting feeling to me.
No, I
To
hate
hold
it.
to
I
hold
hate
the
it.
hand of a sweetheart?
I hate it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Remind me never to hold hands with you.
Okay.
Could you take a note and remind me?
Yeah.
You're right, with COVID and everything.
Yes, that's why.
That's the issue.
No, I don't like it. I also don't like elbows. Like when an elbow touches you or a knee.
Generally,
Just like when they touch you.
you're a psycho, dude.
It's uncomfortable.
You're a
I don't
little
like
twisted.
it.
You're
Feels weird.
You're
It's like
messed up in the
It's
head.
sharp. You know?
Well, I'm not gonna like hold somebody's elbow.
No, but you know, they
What about
hit you with it sometimes.
how often have you been hit by an elbow?
Like in bed or you're sleeping or whatever, you know?
My man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some bows tonight. Getting the L, taking the L all the way to Bowtown,
Not me.
the elevated train.
Uh,
Oh no, what have we done?
just look at some
What's
memes.
on your mind, Patrick? Let's
I
look
don't
at some
know.
memes. So let's do Walleye,
Okay.
right? And we can just send them in Discord. So can you're a lot more acquainted with this. You told me about this at first. Can you break down what the Walleye meme means to somebody who may not be familiar with this particular corner of the internet,
So
and maybe more accurately, parts of the United States?
yeah. A walleye is a fish. It's a lake fish, a freshwater perciform fish. I just looked it up. So
You didn't know that
Yeah,
off the top of your head?
it's basically like the northern U.S. and Canada have them, and they are prized for their meat, for their flesh.
Oh, the walleye, Sander vitreus.
Yes, exactly. They are of least concern on the conservation status scale, so that's good. But
That's
basically,
awesome. Just
basically,
so
it's
many,
just
like the pigeon of the lake.
I think if you're from certainly if you're from Minnesota, you know what it is. I don't know the extent of its ubiquity in Canada and the rest of the northern U.S. I'm guessing Wisconsin, it's probably very similar. North Dakota, probably very similar.
The Midwest is going to come up a lot on this podcast.
I don't know about that.
No,
So they're just kind of like the best of the local fish in terms of eating. They're really good. They're actually delicious. They're very good fish if you like fish. So you'll find it at a lot of the restaurants around there. And it's just sort of like what you hope to catch if you're going fishing to actually like eat something and not just, I don't know, for sport, I guess. Or to get drunk, which I think is the main reason people go. So that's basically all it is. It's like sort of I guess it's a cultural thing. Like you'll see walleye on bad t-shirts and stuff.
just because
and-
people are aware of it, it's so ubiquitous.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's not like, no, I think it is. I think, yeah, it's generally very ubiquitous.
Sorry, I'm trying to send you a meme, and it sent it as a JFIF, which is
Yeah,
another
what
one
is
of those
that?
HTML things. It's just
Oh.
like the WebP.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. So anyway, there's memes of these fish.
Yes. I don't know why. Maybe we should show these. I could pull up a.
I mean, we can add it in as long as we have it in Discord, because we're gonna have to edit our cameras together anyway.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Let me do a Google.
So they're like hyper specific memes, which the great thing about those is every time you find a new subject, you can dive down a hole of the exact same image macros and combinations and jokes and joke, forms, if you can call them that, that appear again and again, and you just have to change the specific. So this one we're looking at, is this Gary Cole? Is that the actor's name?
I think so. The boss from Office Space.
The boss from Office Space, and he's talking to the Office Space guy. And the top panel says, when your boss wants to know why you were late, and he's looking at his watch. Well, he's got his watch up, and there's also a watermark. It looks like maybe of a fishing company. It's called Target.
Target.
And then it has
yeah.
another line below it that just says, "And you're just like, it's walleye season, baby." And it's just a guy holding up a big walleye.
It's walleye
And this
season,
is-
baby.
It's walleye season, baby. And this is from a Facebook page. So I wonder if, and then it's the caption is, "Sorry about it. Hashtag walleye. Hashtag." Oh, hold on. It's a Facebook page called Target Walleye.
Oh, there you go.
And let me read some of the top comments to you. Amen. Right below that. Amen. ... A couple LOLs in there. Oh man. Good. I was hoping I would find a Facebook page.
I'm gonna send you a bunch right now. I got a dump of them.
This is from your folder.
Yeah. These
Sure.
are all. I'm not downloading them as we speak. I can.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Should
Jesus
I mark?
Christ.
Should I mark them as spoilers?
I mean, spoilers.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, because you can do that in Discord. That's right.
I don't know what that
why don't you
means,
take
but
your
yeah.
pick of the litter? These are all so good, and they're all just like common meme forms that you would see in like 2012, maybe like advice animals.
They're
on
all
Reddit.
they're all dated. They're all very
It's
dated.
all the same thing because it's trickled down. It's like, people made them 7 years ago, and then they've proliferated and found their way onto different Facebook pages.
So let me I'll run down some of these. The first one is the brother from Napoleon Dynamite.
Kip.
Kip, yeah, you may remember from his like the Jeffrey Dahmer looking guy. Says, "Sweet, you're a walleye fisherman. You must like
Yeah.
men too."
Yeah,
That's what that's that thing we were talking about where
it's an incredibly poor image quality.
oh my god, yeah, it has been downloaded and reposted 1,000 times. It kind of looks
It may
like
have even been a picture of a screen.
I think at
in
one
the first
point,
place.
I think at one point it was for sure.
It, the text looks like it was like came off a Game Boy.
Yeah, even the text, like this thing has been passed around.
And
Oh, wow.
this one's probably very popular in the walleye community. In the camp that it's, I
I
guess,
would
the
imagine so.
anti-walleye community. So it's like,
Yeah.
I guess, is that a line he says in the movie? Like, you must like men too? Does it? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't think so. I think the joke is that like people think he's gay. And then a big source of comedy in that movie is that the woman he's been talking to online is black, and that's funny.
That's
in this
right.
movie.
That's right.
That was a joke.
Yes.
2004, not that long ago.
The Mormons are a very sheltered people who did not.
Are they Mormons?
Yeah, everyone who made that movie is Mormon. I mean, I don't know about each individual actor, but like a lot of the main people in that.
I feel like John Heder would do well in a Mormon church.
He is Mormon. I'm almost positive.
He's got that look.
But no, that movie was like made by Mormons from the
John Heder from
the
School for
Hawaiian.
Scoundrels.
There's like a what's that, like BYU, right? The big Mormon school.
Oh, Brigham Young.
Yeah, so they have like, I don't know if it's another college or whatever, but I guess they have like a campus or something in Hawaii, and that's where they met. But it's, yeah. So I mean, yeah, makes sense.
Can I read off another one of these?
I would love it.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to look at this one, which is Maury from the TV show Maury. And he's reading off a card, in this part where he says, whether you're not the father. Already, I can see that this meme format has nothing to do with that. Top line, you say there is a trick to catching walleye. And then bottom line, the fact that they can be caught on a bare hook this time of year has determined that is a lie. Oh, okay. No, so it kind of fits. Actually, this is good now. This is a good meme. This is really top tier shit.
I wish I could do a backflip.
So this is basically clowning on someone who thinks there's an art to catching walleye.
I guess so.
It's from
Well, at least
makeameme.org.
this time of year. I guess the other thing with walleye, which I'm not a walleye fisherman myself, but I think I guess they're supposed to be very hard to catch.
But it sounds like they will bite anything.
At some point. So I think maybe there's like a season where they're very easy to catch, because I'm looking at this next one, which is a picture of two fish, a bass, It looks to be a largemouth bass, I think, and a walleye.
Okay, yeah.
And the top line is
This one's so good.
God
This one's
created
really good.
God created bass so everyone could catch a fish. Bottom line. Then he created walleye to separate the men from the boys. And then I'm trying to see. It is a meme from the. Sorry, there's like a like a water.
It's like a
watermark,
cursive
but,
sort of.
and it says
writing.
It says Greenville Walleye Invitational, and I can only imagine this came off their Facebook page.
Well, I'm gonna look for the Facebook page, but also it has the hallmark of a screenshot where there's just a white line going down the side.
Yes, yes.
Somebody was scrolling through the Greenville Walleye Invitational Facebook page and went, "Hold on, I gotta put this one in the in the files. I gotta keep this one for myself. Let me get print screen and do a very bad job." So hold on. Greenville. Maybe you should go back to Greenbow, Alabama. Walleye Invitational. Oh, they still held it in 2020. Seems. And I found the Facebook page. Yeah, okay. Wow, great. So this was held on, this picture was posted on June 28th of Greenville Walleye Invitational, and it's probably like 50 people all standing very close together posing for a picture. So pretty good chances that some of them have gotten extremely ill in the weeks since.
Oh, yeah.
So that's cool. Oh, the Cars took a big fish with a 27.5 in third place. That's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I guess, I don't know. I guess that's the question. Are they easy to catch or are they difficult to catch?
I don't know.
Here, I'll send you the link. I don't know. There's some, okay. This one's really good. Can I read out this last one you sent?
Yeah.
So this is, folks, you know it. You love it. It's that kind of bemused Willy Wonka screenshot from the original one. Also with a white line just along the bottom. So that's great. And so it's Gene Wilder, right? Yeah, Gene Wilder looking very like, condescendingly amused at something. And it says in the top, heavy stroke and drop shadow. Oh, you catch limits of walleye from Green Bay in spring? Bottom line, you must be quite the tournament angler. Oh, shit! Got him! The combination of something so generally beloved in pop culture and then something so specific as catching walleye from Green Bay in spring.
I like this one because most of them I understand sort of where it's coming from. This one,
Which one are you looking at?
I have no fucking idea what this is trying to say. I don't know.
You gotta tell me which one you're on because you sent me like 7.
No, the Willy Wonka one.
Oh, the Willy Wonka one. Yeah,
like most of these, I get it. Like I don't understand the walleye thing, but I get what they're doing with the bad memes. This one, I have no fucking idea what is happening. So you catch limits of which I'm guessing a limit refers to like your fishing.
Yeah, I don't want to like show
whatever,
my whole ass in terms of not knowing the terminology, the jargon of the average walleye fisherman.
So you need a fishing license to go fishing, right? And you need and on certain fish there's like, I'm guessing it's like hunting where you can only catch a certain number of certain fish.
Oh,
for,
you're saying
conservation.
That having a limit of fish goes up against the allotted.
There's also the like size
quota
limits where like you can't keep a fish that's either under or above a certain size because if it's above, they want it to breed and make more giant ass fish, and if it's below, it's young and they want to let it grow into like a adult fish or whatever before you kill it.
A shark, right? All fish grow into sharks.
Eventually, yes, they do. Green Bay, of course, Green Bay, Wisconsin, of the Packers, and spring. So I guess maybe that's a good and or bad season. Could go either way here.
I think spring is a fishing season. There's a lot of rain, right? In spring, April showers on a cloudy day.
And then the final insult, you must be quite the tournament angler. So I guess I don't really know how they connect. Still don't really understand that.
I got some memes off the Greenville Walleye Invitational
Oh yeah.
that I want to send your way.
Let me
So,
let me
here's one.
do one more of mine quick.
Yeah, totally.
This is Walleye Fisherman, and it's one of those stupid like.
Is this the
what,
6-panel ones?
Yes, where it's like
I was
what
hoping
my
you would wanna
wife
do
thinks I do. What I actually those fucking shitty.
Yeah, right.
That's the headline or whatever is
And
Walleye Fisherman.
I would just like to point out this one is also Target Walleye.
Yes,
The
yes, it is.
watermark at the bottom outlining that.
So it's what my friends think I do, and it's a man firing a shotgun from the side of a boat into the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
What my wife thinks I do, and it's a guy in an aluminum fishing boat in like his driveway or front yard or something, just filled to the brim with beer cans. All of these images are like
Pretty cool.
It's hard to like even see what some of these are because the quality is so degraded. What society thinks I do, and then it's just a cooler full of walleye fish. So I guess that's what society thinks of walleye fishermen?
I think we would fall under society, and
Maybe.
I think we're the best judge of that panel. So that's maybe something we could figure out.
And then what bass fishermen think I do, and it's just a picture of a floater or a bobber. I forget what those are called. I haven't fished in
Is that like rookie shit? If you use a bobber, is that what it's supposed to signify?
Yes. I don't think you're really like. Yeah, I think that is kind of for like kids, maybe. But I also don't know. Maybe there are types of fishing where that's totally legit. I'm not sure.
I do know that you're only a little bit through this meme, but I do have to tell you, I just found on this Facebook page a picture of a woman with no shirt on, and she's holding a fish in front of either breast.
That sounds awesome.
It's
so
getting
two
me
fish.
going.
Yeah.
Ooh, am I ready am I rearing and ready?
And we can talk about that, but real quick, I just want to finish this out. It's what I think I do, and it's just a guy holding a fish. I assume that's a big one, probably, is the joke.
It looks huge.
And then what I actually do, and it's a
Right.
really shitty clip art cartoon of like a balding, pudgy guy in a
Sort of
short sleeve button up
yeah.
and tie, daydreaming about fishing.
He's at work.
Yeah, this is
I
not
just
a
love that
professional walleye man.
when people make these, which are the pinnacle of graphic design in terms of meme, because it requires a lot of work, you know?
Yep.
So I just love that, like, he's like, all right, I need a guy daydreaming about fishing, and like saw this. Every other picture is like a real picture, and he saw this. He's like, got it, great. We're on our way.
Should
that
we
kinda,
chat?
that-
Greenville Walleye Invitational. We could message them on Facebook.
why would we do that?
I don't know.
Do you want to?
No, I don't at all. I would hate
Okay.
that. I have no
do you want to
interest.
click the second link I just sent? Mm-hmm. This one, I
Wait,
guess
the
I
Greenville.
understand. I think it.
The Punxsutawney Phil one?
Yeah. I think this is more about spring. Like we
so
were
you're
saying.
trying to bring it back to Philadelphia now. Well, Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney is closer to
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same.
Okay, well, it's not, but we can get into that later. You motherfucker. This is a groundhog
Yep.
in a life jacket.
Yep.
Pretty good Photoshop.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not. It's
Okay,
actually.
it's kind of
I'm
kind of
impressed
weird
with the work
blending around
around
the
the.
arms.
But the arms are actually like.
It's not
I mean,
bad.
yeah,
It's
there
not
is.
bad.
There is like on the right arm, well, left if you're looking at it. There's some like weirdness there, but like. That I would say they did a good job of blending like the fur and the life jacket.
It's a good mask.
The straps are terrible on the bottom.
Oh, the straps on the bottom.
The bottom
A
straps are
joke.
terrible. The top
Yeah,
ones are acceptable. I think if the light was better, maybe.
Now that we've thoroughly critiqued the Photoshop of the
Photoshop
life
job?
jacket, the preservation jacket on this groundhog is pissed, dude.
Yup.
He's pissed off. And on the top says, Punxsutawney Phil said, if you're not familiar, that's the groundhog who deems whether spring is coming early or if winter will last for 6 weeks longer. And Punxsutawney Phil, he said, get the boat ready.
Have you been to this town? Have you been to Punxsutawney?
I've never been, no. I've never been.
It
I haven't
strikes-
seen most of Western Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But I can tell you with certainty, I've been in towns like it.
Yes, yes. I was gonna say this strikes me as a town that this is the only thing they have going. Is this
Right.
groundhog?
I mean, anything to keep your town from being
I'm
ravaged by
guessing.
the outmoded coal industry. I don't know what outmoded means. I think I just fucking made that up.
Well, yes, Western Pennsylvania, that I guess Eastern Ohio, West Virginia,
A lot
all of
of
those
derelict
places.
coal towns.
I'll say, fucking gorgeous, beautiful.
Oh my god, Appalachia is
incredible.
one of the most verdant, beautiful spaces to behold.
Brutally, brutally ravaged by industry leaving. Pretty much all
But
the
don't worry,
industries.
don't worry. Industry's coming back in the form of a pipeline that was proposed to go through the Appalachians. Man, what a bummer. Anyway, so I
Yeah.
guess this groundhog didn't see its shadow, and it put on a life vest, and he's like, "I want to catch walleye."
He
in
did see his,
Greenville.
he did see his shadow.
No, if
right?
you see if he sees his shadow, that's 6 more weeks.
Gotcha.
I'm fairly certain. Punks a tawny Phil. Because this was being in Pennsylvania, this was a kind of an area of what's the word I'm looking for? It was a topic. It was a thing that was talked about because it was a little bit of conspiracy
Oh,
that it was predetermined, is what we were saying on the schoolyard. Like, you hear about Punxsutawney Phil, and it's like, yeah, the way they have those lights set up though for the cameras, he's always going to see a shadow. So, sort of a hot topic out on the playground. Let me see. The best part though is that a guy in a top hat does hold him up after he emerges.
yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty cool.
So here we go. If Phil sees his shadow and returns to his hole, he has predicted 6 more weeks of winter-like weather. If Phil does not see his shadow, he has predicted an early spring. And it began in 1887, even though its roots go back even further.
the
And the guys with the top hats, get this, they're called the Inner Circle.
Oh, that's
It
creepy.
seems like
actually,
it seems like stonemason shit, right?
yeah.
With the little cars and the weird hats. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of lore about Groundhog's Day that I was unaware of. So let me tell you about this. Inner Circle members, those who communicate with Phil, that's the groundhog, to announce the prognostication are recognizable from their top hats and tuxedos. Mm-hmm. The vice president of the Inner Circle prepares 2 scrolls in advance of the actual ceremony. One these are like the tablets almost from the mountaintop on high.
Yeah.
One proclaiming 6 more weeks of winter, one proclaiming an early spring. At daybreak on February 2nd, Punxsutawney Phil awakens from his burrow on Gobbler's Knob,
Oh, I forgot that's what it was called.
is helped to the top of the stump by his handlers, and explains to the president of the Inner Circle in a language known as groundhogese whether he has
Oh
seen
my god.
whether he has seen his shadow. The president of the Inner Circle, the only person able to understand groundhogese through his possession of an ancient acacia wood cane, then interprets Phil's message and directs the vice president to read the proper scroll to the anxiously anticipating crowd gathered on Gobbler's Knob and the masses of faithful followers tuned into live broadcasts around the world. I mean, on the morning of February 2nd, Pennsylvania does arrive at a standstill, awaiting the word. But I didn't know that there was an ancient cane that allowed them to understand this groundhog.
Dude, I'm looking down the Wikipedia. There are a lot of these groundhogs. I mean, that's the most famous one. But my God, you got Wearton Will. There's a bunch of them in Canada. There's like one in Ohio and the rest are in Canada. And then this horrifying CG groundhog I sent you in the Discord.
Oh, is it? I think I know who this is. This is the
Gus
second
the
most
groundhog?
famous groundhog in Pennsylvania.
Is it from?
Yes, it's Gus the
many
groundhog. It's the
commercials?
lottery groundhog. Yeah. He talks like this. It's Gus, the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania. Keep on scratching or get scratching is what he says after he talks to people.
He's hideous. He's horrifying.
He actually used to look even better / worse because he was a puppet. I mean, it's kind of paramount to what happened with Yoda. It's actually almost exactly the same.
Sure.
But anyway, my assumption, and this is me talking out my ass, but the fact that this groundhog thing has turned up in multiple places in the United States and Canada makes me think it's like a bastardization on Native American traditions,
I would
like
guess.
communing with animals in a means that would, herald the arrival of certain weather that would maybe make farming, affect it. And the fact that also Punxsutawney, that strikes me as a First Nation kind of name. I mean, that whole area of America is littered with names like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many-
tons of it.
I'm wondering how many Punxsutawney's, or that doesn't, no, Phils.
No, that's the town.
How many Phils do you think there have been? How many Phils have lived and died over
One,
the years?
right?
Oh, actually. So you're wrong. It is a Celtic and Germanic tradition that says if a hibernating animal casts a shadow on February 2nd, the pagan holiday of Imbolc, or Candlemas for Christian, if you're a Christian listener, winter and cold weather will last another 6 weeks. So yeah, weirdly not stolen from First
And
Nations
here's some
people.
probably the most famous appearance of Punxsutawney Phil in pop culture. The Groundhog Day episode of Viva La Bam, in which Bam Margera holds his downhill race in honor of Punxsutawney Phil at Bear Creek Mountain Resort, Pennsylvania.
Now, is he a national treasure to...
Well, let me tell you this next part. This is a wonderful fact. Phil once threatened to impose 60 weeks of winter if he didn't get some booze, quotes, during
Whoa.
Prohibition. Dude,
Wow.
threatening an eternal winter if you can't get your fix is
That's
king shit and nothing short of it.
Fucking cool.
I'm fascinated now by Phil.
It sounds like there's this whole like melodrama thing that happens, and it's all like constructed, obviously.
Yes, it's manufactured, but also get this.
I wonder if they have like a villain.
Have a what?
A villain.
They do. A little something called PETA,
Oh,
who have objected to the event, claiming that Phil is put under stress. They have suggested replacing Phil with a robotic groundhog.
similar to, well, they could use Gus.
Well, Gus is actually pretty busy. Those commercials get a lot of play on TV, even in the Philadelphia markets.
And you know
especially.
You know what?
No, I don't. What?
Speaking of bad CG commercial animals, I got another one for you. It is the gecko from Geico, and he is driving a boat, and it says, "Just saved 100% on stress by going walleye fishing."
Holy shit!
So
Holy shit!
you can
And I
share
do
that on
wanna
your
say,
timeline.
The Geico gecko, small. This must be a very small boat he's on.
It is. I mean, in this, the boat is proportionate to him, but it's
To him.
it's such a close shot that it's difficult to tell. So either he's like 5 foot something gecko, or the boat is
Right.
Now, from looking at the water,
He's leaving quite a swath behind him. His wake.
that is a lot of wake. Yeah. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
this is a 5 to 6 foot tall gecko.
Terrifying.
Pretty scary.
It's just horrifying.
Pretty scary. Yeah.
Really, really terrible stuff. And I
Yeah.
do hope that somebody does something about him. I would like to just read out a couple names of other prescient or like famous animals because they're
Go
really
ahead.
good.
Oh, is this the list?
It's
of
under C also. Yeah, I
Balzac?
can see you got Gus the Groundhog there. So there's Balzac Billy,
Yep.
who's another groundhog, prognosticates weather. There's Buckeye Chuck,
Yep.
who is another groundhog. Fred La Marmot, again, groundhog. General Beauregard Lee, a whistle pig,
Yeah, this is my
Jackson.
because he's a whistle pig.
Right. Then Gus the Groundhog, the official mascot of the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Also, not a real groundhog.
Not a real
CG.
groundhog. Staten Island Chuck, must be a woodchuck.
Oh,
You certainly wonder too. And
Staten Island
Stormy
Chuck is
Marmot.
a groundhog. Yeah.
Interesting. And then there's Stormy Marmot and Weart and Willie. The boys. There was Buckeye Chuck, Fred
Yeah,
La
they're all-
Marmot, General Beauregard Lee. Phil,
Gus,
Sam,
Chuck,
and Staten Island.
Stormy.
And who could forget Gus the groundhog? Always on the coattails of Punxsutawney.
The fucking rat.
The bastard. Wow. I did not know that this hole went so deep.
How did we get
And
here
we
from
really
Walleye?
did. When I was a kid, I was like,
Oh,
fuck.
never mind. I remember.
6 more weeks? Are you fucking kidding me? 6 more weeks of winter? For real? Thanks, Phil.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's really great, pal. You know, and then you
Well,
talk
it's
about it on the playground.
I guess this is. I don't know how many of our listeners are like in the U.S. I know a lot are, but I know we have listeners like internationally
Some
as well.
English listeners, some Australian and New Zealand. New
Yeah,
Zealanders.
we had somebody from. God damn it! Where was it? It wasn't Dubai.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
whoever
I'm
you
sure
are,
they
if
have
you're
their own
listening.
animals that know things.
But it was somewhere in that region anyway. And basically in America, we've already kind of like described this, but so in the US, and it sounds like Canada as well, we have this really dumb tradition where February 2nd, a groundhog comes out of its hole or whatever. And
Burrow, maybe.
if it sees its shadow, which, you
It's
know,
scared back down into the hole.
yes, it's scared by its shadow, goes back down in the hole, I guess. Then there will be 6 more weeks of winter. However, if it does not see its shadow, then summer's coming. So that's what all of this is. We already kind of explained it, but I guess it's kind of like it's a very popular. It's not something that's actually celebrated really, except in like probably these towns that have one. But it is definitely like a big thing at school when you're like a kid.
Yeah. Also, I was just reading. You may be familiar with the Bill Murray film. I know you are, Patrick, but people listening, Groundhog Day, which apparently increased attendance from around 2,000 to more close to 10,000 to 20,000.
Jesus,
and now it's streamed online. So it's kind of become like a self-sustaining sort of thing where people are bought into it because
even
the fact that it's a pop culture thing.
Even without the as a kid, I don't know that I knew that there was an actual groundhog in Pennsylvania.
I mean, there's many.
There are, but I don't know that I was
quite a
aware
bit
of
them.
that. It's just like it's a weird holiday that like you do in school, in like elementary school, where you'll like draw a groundhog, and it's like, oh, groundhog, 6 more weeks.
The teacher walks over and like, my God, and then marches down the hallway to the vice principal's office. Frank, you're gonna want to see this.
But it's
Patrick Brown in 201A just drew this up.
Not a real holiday, I would say.
No.
Oh, damn.
Anything you go to, What?
In 1942, there was no Groundhog's Day because war clouds have blacked out parts of the shadow.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm seeing that. That is amazing. And there's an article for war clouds. Okay, a lot to read here. Okay. This is just the Wikipedia page for World War II. Okay. Understood. Very cool. Not going to read that. And then the following year, there was no appearance.
Oh, really? Maybe he died
Yeah.
fighting in the Pacific Theater. Is that possible?
Almost certainly. Well, a U-boat breached in inland Pennsylvania that year, I think, prompting their entrance into the conflict. People will tell you it's Pearl Harbor, but
there was only like so outside of, or I should just say mainland U.S., there was like almost no deaths in World War II, obviously, because we were never invaded or anything like that in World War II. But there was some weird, like, I think the Japanese sent like hot air balloon. What the fuck was it? Let me look this up because this is bizarre.
I don't know.
Okay, 5 attacks on U.S. soil during World War II. This might be it. No. An oil field. Okay, so there was an attack on an oil field outside of Santa Barbara, I guess. There was like a brief shelling. But where the hell? Sorry.
No, take your time.
You can talk
Take your
about
time.
something else if you want.
I'll
while I
just
do
talk
that.
about something while you look up this hot air balloon.
I just found it.
Really riveting stuff.
Japanese fire balloons.
Okay. Okay. This is ringing some kind of bell.
Yeah, so they had these, it was 9,000 high altitude balloons. They all had 50 pounds of anti-personnel and incendiary explosives. So they like launched them from Japan, and then supposedly
they were hope the wind would carry them.
That's exactly the jet stream they thought would carry them.
Awesome.
And then after 3 days, they would just drop. So that's actually pretty fast. And then I guess they were just optimistic that it would drop on like
just somewhere in
population
California
center
on the western coast.
So a bunch of them were shot down. 350 made it across the Pacific.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the only fatalities were from a single incident in Oregon where a pregnant woman and 5 children were killed after coming across a downed balloon. So this is it. They're the only
shit.
combat casualties to occur on U.S. soil during World War II. I mean, was Hawaii a state yet? It must not have been.
Suppose not. It must have just been a base. Maybe in the 60s. I don't know. And we've once again shown
59.
our asses.
Not until 1959. So yeah.
Probably because my dad was born.
I think that was it. Oh, mine too.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Oh, Gus the Groundhog has family.
Really?
He's American. Yeah.
Like a wife?
Grandma Gus and Gabby, his girlfriend. I think I remember those commercials.
Now that's a character that I would like to see get the God damn it. Who was the character? Who was the character that everyone decided was gay?
The Babadook?
Yes. Let's get that going with Phil.
Phil, the actual groundhog?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Get him like a husband, some kids.
That would be so funny.
Because I'm saying just because
obviously Pennsylvania, a swing state.
Yep.
There's you got your fair share of red streaks out there.
It would make people so mad over the dumbest made up bullshit, and it would be hilarious.
That's like the what liberals want sort of meme.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
You know, if you let the Alexandria Ocasio, nobody in Pennsylvania talks like, I mean they do, but they're not from Pennsylvania. But they're like, if you let those liberals into the White House, they're gonna make Punxsutawney Phil a gay.
Yep. And you know what?
Queer.
They would.
And we would like it. I'm imagining now like WeHo style crowd in Pennsylvania in
like a WeHo Pride Parade.
yes, like a lot of short cutoffs and like harnesses and like extremely buff dudes. But it is February 2nd, so it's very, very cold.
Yeah.
But the inhabitants of the town itself fuming.
Yes, and
then
just confused.
Phil pokes his head up, and they're just like, "Yes, Phil, Phil, baby."
That'd be awesome.
Oh my god, that would be. Let's make that happen. Patrick, can you get on that?
Yeah, let me see who I can get a hold of.
I do want to return a little bit back to our roots because I want to read this more current walleye meme. It's a little bit about the times we're in. This is a picture, a very close up of a walleye, I guess, must be, mouth agape. And you can make out these sharp little teeth.
Oh, yes.
Kind of an ugly little fucker.
Mm-hmm.
And then the top line, walleye. Bottom line, practicing social distancing from me since 1987. Does it get any better?
So I guess this is someone born in 87?
Someone born in 87, right? That put them around 30 years old, maybe?
2 or 3, because I'm 88.
Yeah,
I'll be 32 this year. So
you look great for 88. Boom.
Unless they started
fishing then.
Fishing in 87.
I think people like to say like, I spent 20 years, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, yeah, but you were a baby for a lot of it. So
Right.
maybe adjust the timetables a little
Like,
bit. I'm guessing this person was born in 1987.
I am.
And
too.
you know what? If it's what their father wanted, fishing from day one.
There you go.
Born with a reel in hand.
Yep.
Just fed from a hook in a crib. Just absolute monster of a father. What's the fishing version? You know, like we're getting our player 3. You know, gamer parents posting a picture. What's the like? We reeled one in, or like the catch of the day.
Catch of the day, or like
probably like look at the size of this catch, right?
I think that's
my wife is
that's
bait.
what it is. My son is this big.
Yeah. It's like reeled in one hell of a walleye today. 15 pounds, 6 ounces.
Yeah, I think
that's a healthy baby. That's not the biggest, but I think that's a good size.
That's a big fucking baby, though.
I think my brother was like 16 pounds.
What?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe inches.
Dude, that's
I don't know.
Huge.
I don't know. I think that's normal, right? I don't know for certain. I'm probably wrong. It's been a long time since I was a baby.
The average baby size is 5 pounds 11 ounces.
Oh, so he was big. He was like 8 pounds.
Yeah,
but okay, I guess not 16 then.
I'm trying to find it. So it's broken down by what does 3M mean?
It's the adhesive company. Make stickers, command hooks.
Oh, this is length, I think.
3 meters?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
No.
Is it coiled up?
Okay, so a low birth weight is, I guess, 5 pounds 8 ounces. A very low birth weight is less than 3.4, so that's probably like premature. But a pretty low one is 5 pounds 8 ounces. It says the average, this is just a different site, this is for the US specifically, I think is 6 pounds 9 ounces to 7 pounds 11 ounces. Okay. So 15 is over double the average.
Let alone 16.
That's a huge baby.
Well, yeah, it was a hell of a fight, but we reeled this one in.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question logistically for you, Patrick.
Go ahead.
Not that it has to be for you, but you're the person I'm talking to. In this situation, if the baby is the fish, is the penis the fishing rod?
Oh.
And the bait
is the man's glue.
The seed.
His ooze.
And if this is like an old novel, we're just calling his dick him.
No.
Right? She took him into her?
It's the other way around. The egg is the bait. Because all the semen swims to the egg, attracted an animal hunger.
Yeah, but I don't know if that maybe it's not 1-to-1. Maybe we've kind of bit off a little bit more than we can chew. I think here in these remaining minutes.
I think it's pretty much 1-to-1.
It's pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, people probably were like having sex next to a river, and then one of them was like, hey, if we just do this, but with a stick in the river, we'll probably get something out of it, right? And thus, the Greenville Walleye Invitational was born. Which I found to think some other stuff. I don't know. We've got like, I think we talked a little bit when we started recording. I think we got like 10 minutes left. Could also cut it whenever because we do what we want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can just say, like, I guess we're planning on doing this weekly, right?
Hold on. I just want to read you the comments on that picture of the woman holding up 2 fish in front of her boobs, obscuring the nipples, but you can see the cleavage. There's 2 comments.
Yep.
Well, okay. So the caption of this woman posted is, anyone getting into perch on Bago? I don't know what that means.
Perch is a fish.
Yeah, I think she's holding 2 perch.
Okay.
First comment
Bago?
Just says, I think it's a lake. I think that's the name of the lake. They're like on the Bago. First comment just says, anyone realize the nothing but fish bra?
Seems like that was probably
And
the
then
whole
below that,
entire
Jim
point
says-
of the photo, right?
Below that, Jim says, "Nice work." Hey, way to go.
Awesome.
I don't think that
Awesome.
this is posted too. This picture's posted by Greenville Walleye Invitational, the page. So I think it's just from the internet. Jim's like, "Hey, that's not, you did a nice job. Way
Good
to
looking
go."
out. Good looking out.
Yeah. And dear listener, let me just say, the fish are big, but not so big as to obscure everything.
Right.
It's
some
really nice work,
serious,
really tastefully done.
Cleavage. I'm looking for
Yeah.
it right now. I don't even see any memes though. I'm just seeing a
Do
lot
you
of
want me-
red
do-
t-shirts.
Here, let me send you the. I just had to go into photos. This was posted 3 years ago.
Oh. Damn, I might get into some perch on Bago later. Oh, I get it. I see it now. Yeah, she's yep.
Yeah, and of course, nice work.
Yeah.
Anyone realize
Thank you,
the nothing
Jim.
but fish, brah?
No, I
Do
didn't
you ever
realize
wonder
that,
if
you
anybody
fucking
realized
idiot.
the nothing but fish, brah? Really, great work, bud.
That's what I wondered too. I looked at the picture of a woman who's clearly topless holding fish in
not
front,
wearing-
and I said, anyone else notice this?
Am I the only guy that's seeing what I'm
Yes.
seeing?
It's the whole fucking point of the photo, you moron.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And that's what happens when you get perch on the bago. Bago. Bago.
Bago.
But I think this is
Bago.
a good first foray. I think we can start off on like a weird community, like the man cave subreddit or walleye memes or oil rig worker memes, and I think just go from there, because there's, things are made very general to appeal to a large swath
To a
of people.
to a poly audience is what you said.
To a poly audience. Yes, to
Yeah.
a poly shore audience. But I'm interested in the stuff that's made for maybe 7 people.
Right.
And
Yes.
just kind of poking and prodding at that and trying to get to the
Yeah.
bottom of it. Okay. Oh, man. We got to name this fucking thing.
I know. I'm gonna make a. What am I doing?
I don't know. Is it
I'm gonna
something
I'm gonna
for
make
the
a shared
podcast, or are you
folder.
doing
I'm gonna make a
clerical
shared
stuff now?
folder.
Should we end this before we do that?
We could.
Do you want to, or do you want to just like air our dirty laundry?
I've already done it. I've already made the folder, so
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even ask me.
no.
Does not care.
Didn't have
At all.
time. All right, I'm gonna stop.
I chatted. Oh, we should say goodbye. Don't stop yet. Start it up again. Good. Well, I will just say this is something that we've talked about doing for a little bit. The Twitch show's
I'm
great, but
back, baby.
Patrick's back. All right. We wanted to do something that is easier, to do.
Ultra low effort.
Very low effort, very easy to have people on without having to coordinate games, and we can be flexible about the time. And also, we've got some opinions that we're trying to get out there.
Yeah, so many thoughts
We're
that I
trying to
need
take
to
you out.
share with the world.
That's why we're officially announcing the Patrick Conor Think Tank. Anyway,
It's
I
a
feel good about
nonprofit.
ending it now because
All
I
right.
have to
We
go
can
to the
end it now.
bathroom. I gotta
Let's end it now.
go catch and release. No, it sounds like I'm gonna pick it up and put it back.
Yeah.
Maybe
The fuck?
release and release.
I guess.
All right, whatever.
yeah.
The episode's over.
Anyway,
We're done.
Bye.
I'm stopping.